think I'm killing the cows?
No.
For some reason?
No, I did say that we had to increase the food back up to three scoops apiece a day. The vet said if we didn't, they could get whatever disease she called it and die, which that's what she said today, right?
Yes, but she also said that the cows are in perfect health condition.
But if
on the scale of body weight, 1 being emancipated, 5 being obese, they're at a 3, which is average. And she said ideally she wants to see them closer to a 4 because they need energy for the birth of the cow. So technically, the cows are at a perfect average weight. They just want to be a little heavier in preparation for the birth.
Which that's what she said today. She said we wasn't feeding them enough. That 1.5 wasn't going to be feeding them enough, and that we had to feed them 3 grains in the morning a piece, or 3 scoops in the morning a piece, 3 scoops in the evening a piece. That's what she said today.
And I
if
agree
we
with her.
If we didn't, we would get.
Crunch the numbers, and I can come up with a new budget for that.
Okay, so that's exactly what I said, and told them that we was going to have a $400 bill coming.
But how did you reach the conclusion that I'm killing the cows?
That was. No one said you killed the cows. The word was is if we didn't feed them 3 cups of cows, they could get a disease and die. So that's what I'm saying. You come up with a falsehood from someone, whoever it told you was a falsehood.
What does he mean good things are good?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Good things? I just want to make sure that if you have a problem with the way I've been feeding the animals or caring for them, you address it to me personally and not have to go around behind my back telling everyone else about that and to my face telling me something else. Because if you have a problem with the way I'm doing things, I'd like you to tell it to my face. And, we can work on it together.
Well, who? No, now I'm going by what the vet said. The vet said we had to feed them 3 scoops of grain.
I understand that.
And that's going to increase the cost of the food, right?
Yes. Drastically.
And she was perspective in making sure I went and fed in front of her more scoops before she left. And she had said we can't feed them 1.5 scoops if that's way too long.
I'm just upset that I heard people come up to me and tell me that you've been saying all those things. That's all. Now, if you had said it to my face, I wouldn't mind because then me and you could sit down and have a discussion about it.
I'm telling you right now, same deal. 1.5 scoops, she said, was too small.
Yes, I agree. I was there when she said that. I agree that she did say that.
That's been done before.
And the vet said that if we didn't feed them more, they could get some disease and die, right?
Yes, but she said if we don't. She never said that they are. She said they are in perfect health and they're being well cared for. She says if you don't do this, then this will happen.
Well, actually, when I was there, she said they was underweight.
No, she said that they were at a body mass index of 3, and they want it to be closer to a 4, 5 being overweight.
And 1.5 would be not nearly enough. That's what she said, or what I presume she said.
And she said 1.5 scoop is not enough. I agree.
And name some disease that she could get from it.
She said right now their body weight is average, but she wants it to go up a little bit more. And to do that, we need to feed her 3 scoops a day. She never said the cow are underweight or being underfed. She said she wants us to feed it more so
I
it
have
can
been
gain
feeding
more weight.
I have been feeding Betsy 3 scoops in the mornings because that's originally what I thought until yesterday when you said 1.5 scoops.
You're giving them 1.5.
I've been giving them 3 whenever I fed them.
Do we know that how many they need, pounds or scoops?
They need 3 scoops a day in the mornings and 3 scoops at night.
Didn't we do that and go do a bag? How long did it take?
2 days.
2 days?
2 days for a 70-pound bag of grain.
So that's too much. If they're both supposed to get 3 pounds.
3 pounds of grain. 3 to 6 pounds of grain a day.
That would be way too much.
3 to 6 pounds of grain a day.
Because that should
and a pound is a coffee can.
Like 11 days.
And Bree told her that makes a bag go by, what, 2 to 3 days? And she said, and then that's when the vet said, well, you need to buy 2 bags for 2 to 3 days.
What's that? I can't hear you. You're so loud.
Bree told the vet, then that makes us go through a bag in 2 to 3 days.
And what did that say?
The vet said, then you need to buy 2 bags for 2 to 3 days.
I'm still trying to figure out why these are are. I'm still trying to think about the cost-benefit analysis on it and why these are financially viable to have here. They're not.
The what?
They're not. It's a hindrance. It's a
It's
handcuff.
not. It's not cost efficient to have a cow. It's not
Of course they
feasible.
are.
So we'll just bear the brunt of it for a while. We'll be able to.
I mean,
sell
if you
them
look
in
at the
London.
cows, they're from what I see, they're underweight.
Underweight?
I have never heard that come out of the vet's mouth.
No,
The vet has
they're
never said that they are underweight. She said on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being emancipated, 5 being overweight, they're at a 3. She wants them closer
Well, I'm
to
saying
a
from
4.
what I'm looking at, they look underweight.
But that's not your professional opinion, though. A professional opinion said that they are at an average body
Well, the
weight.
vet wanted to make sure she seen me feed them more before she left.
She never said, Red, I want to see you feed me the cow more before you left. She never said that. She just said to feed them the 3 scoops. Ideally, that's between 3 to 6 pounds.
Well, the vet had said feed them 3 scoops a day, and you lowered it to a scoop and a half. And then when she
A
came
scoop
out,
and a half is 3 pounds. 3 scoops is 6 pounds.
I don't know. I mean, there's
And it
people-
was still between range. She said between 3 to 6 pounds of grain twice a day. I was given 3 pounds.
I don't know. I'm just
That
going by
is
what the
within
vet
range.
said this morning.
I wasn't there.
Well, Josh and Doc was,
I don't know what's
and
going on.
Amanda was. And she even named something that would cause the cows to get sick and die if we didn't feed them that much. I don't remember what she called it. but
No, she
called
said
it something.
potentially if the cow was underweight, it could lead to this problem, which the cows are not.
Well, I'm just going by what the vet said. And they look underweight from what I see.
Call the vet tomorrow and ask them if they're underweight.
We'll call the vet tomorrow and we'll ask them if 1.5 scoops will sustain them.
I never said that they will sustain them. I said that was within range. But I said if the vets want to see 3 scoops, I'm more than happy to do the 3 scoops. The argument here is you're going around to people saying that I'm killing the cows. I'm telling you that
I'm
vet has
saying
never
at
said the
1.5
cows are
scoops,
sick or
it's possible.
malnourished.
I'm saying
I said the vet
at
said
1.5
it's possible
scoops,
they will
it's
get
possible
sick.
for them
Yes,
to die.
I agree with you. I agree. The vet said if they get
That's what I
if they
said.
lose weight, they could get sick and die. But the vet
That
never said
1.5
that they were malnourished. They
She
never
told me
said that
that
they were
1.5
underweight.
scoop was not nearly enough
Yes,
for them
I'm not
cows.
arguing about that. I agree with you. The vet did say that. I agree with you. I'm saying I don't want you going around behind my back saying that I'm killing the cows. The vet never said the cow was
The
sick.
vet said that 1.5 is not enough to sustain them.
Yes, she did say that, but she didn't say that they are sick. She said
She said they're
just
not
wants
sick yet.
more. She
But
says
if we
they
stayed at
lose
1.5,
weight,
they would get something
if they
and possibly
lose
die.
weight, they could get sick.
Well, look at them. Go over and look at them. Go over and look at them.
What do you mean? Like, what's your point? What was the point of that
That's
statement?
the way we got them, though. I mean,
That was the way we got them. I agree with Rob.
And they came from a cow place.
Exactly.
Where do cows come from? Coweries?
Dairies.
I mean, that's the way we got them. It's not like all of a sudden they just dropped weight
I
like
thought Jersey cows came from Jersey.
like a fucking runway model. I mean, they're just like there. When I first
Right.
saw them, I was like, wow, these cows are underweight. And then I was told, no, that's the
That's the way they're supposed to be.
That's the way they
Between
look.
1 to 5, 5 being overweight, they're at a 3, which is average. That's the way they're supposed to be. They are within weight range.
1 to 10 is the range.
No, she
and
said 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
You don't measure 1 to 10. Dogs, cats, anything. Everything's 1 to 5.
Okay.
They are within ideal weight. She just wants to see them fed more to maintain that weight. And that's not something that I'm arguing. I'm saying that's fine. It's just going to cost us a lot more in food, which I'm
You
putting the
get some
numbers
cut-off
together right now to
jeans
present to
like
the group.
Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, you got any like.
I'm not arguing with you, Red. I'm just saying
right.
I don't want to hear someone come and tell me, Red
Well, who
said
said
this.
that?
Well,
So
I'm not
we
going
can
to
get-
play
so we can
the
get it
name
clear.
blame.
No,
I'm sure you know
so we
who
can get
you
it clear
know who
because
you
exactly
said
what
that
I
to.
said is the vet said if we tried to feed them 1.5 grains, they could catch a certain disease and die.
What is your
That's exactly what she said.
How's my fat?
No,
That's
that's
exactly
not
what
she
the vet
said.
said.
1.5 would not sustain them.
Exactly. And they
If
could
they
catch
lose
this
weight,
disease
this
and die.
could happen.
These are not.
That's what she said.
Death was never mentioned, though. She said
So
this could
if you're
happen.
going to say
It wasn't
somebody
saying
said
death.
something, who said it?
Well, that's not my place to say. I'm not going to throw a
Then-
name out
then it's
there, Red.
hearsay.
You know
It's
what you
hearsay.
said to who.
I know exactly what I said, and I'll tell them the same thing that I told you just now. That the vet said 1.5 scoops was not enough to sustain them, and then named some disease and said they could die. So If whoever said this to you ain't man
The word
enough to
death
say it
never
or
came
woman
from
enough
the
to
vet
say
shop.
it, then
She
they're
can get
chicken
ill
shit.
with this disease.
Then
She
they're
never
chicken
said
shit.
the cow are going to
Simple
die.
as
Death
that.
was never.
Simple as that.
Death never left
Then
her
they're
mouth.
chicken shit. This, she said, if they got this disease, they would die. Or
She
whatever
never
it was,
said
they would die.
She never said they
They
would
could
die.
die or whatever.
No, she never said anything about dying.
All right, well, we'll call her in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna call
But
Go
whoever
ahead and
said
call her
it,
in the morning. Ask her if she said the cows are going to die. She will tell you no, that she never said that.
yes, she did. She even
She
called
never
the
said the
disease
cows
and said it
she would
could
catch
kill
this
them
disease.
and could kill them.
Well, that's left for your interpretation.
That's what she said.
That could be left up to your interpretation.
That's what she said.
No, she never said they could die. She said they could catch this disease.
And potentially
you interpreted
die.
it as the cow
And
would die.
potentially die. Bare
That
minimum.
was your
That's what
perception
she
of what
said.
she said. That
She
was
said
your
something about them
understanding.
dying.
No, that was your understanding.
No, that's what she said.
Your
Something about
understanding what she said was that the cow
whatever.
would die. She never said that.
Well,
she never
she said
verbally
something about
said
the
cow
cows
would die.
dying.
No, she said the cow would get sick with whatever it is she said.
Whatever.
Well, it's your barn now, Red. You can run it however way you
Well,
see fit. I'm just saying,
you
please
heard
don't go
the
behind my
vet-
back and say something that cuts my face and say I'm doing a
I'm
great
telling
job.
you right straight to your face what was said. Now, whoever said this that didn't say that supposedly you're talking about that won't come in my face is the one that's not coming up forward and clean. I'm coming straight to your face, and I did hear her say this disease could potentially
You
cause
never
them to
came
die.
to my face and said you're not feeding the cow enough for you. I disagree
No,
with what
I
you're
said
doing.
that we had to feed them three cups of grain, and because 1.5 cups of grain or 1.5 scoops was not enough, that the vet said it could possibly catch this disease and die.
I never had that conversation with you, Red, and you never came to me
I
and
went
said
to
that.
people and told them about we had to have $400 order within the next 5 days.
You went to people and told them that. I
Yes.
never had that conversation with you.
I asked you. That's where I got the $400 mark from.
I never said $400. I said
You said-
$684.
Just a few minutes ago after that meeting, I said, well, how much do we got to place on the next
I
order?
never got a $400 number.
You just said that a few minutes ago, and we walked up there. I said, well, about how much are we going to have to place in the next 5 days when we do the chicken thing? And you said about $400. I'm just trying to make sure we got enough money to feed the animals, period.
Well,
and you know how many people came to me and said, Red, make sure we've got enough feed when we're supposed to have it because Bree dropped the ball last time. So I'm just trying to do what people asked
And
me
then
to do.
I told you, I came
And
to you and I said
that's
that.
when
I
you
said,
come
go
up
to
with
the
this
barn.
$400
No, I said,
mark,
go to the
and that's
barn.
what I went and told
No,
them.
I said-
And I told them that the vet said 1.5 grains was not
Okay,
enough grain.
Red, listen.
Period.
Red, stop for a second. Listen.
And